I mean, guys, let's be honest. We have an awful political system. Awful. And this political system that we have is never going to transform the lives of the people of this country. Never. Personally, I hate this thing of the members of parliament. I wish we didn't have the so-called members of parliament, because I'm struggling to see the value that the so-called members of parliament are adding in our lives. This is what I'm struggling with. I am struggling to see the value that these spoiled brats in Cape Town that are earning millions and millions of rands with pets. I don't see how these people are beneficial to us. I honestly don't. And you look at the kind of life that these people are living. You look at the perks that these people are getting. And you think about the fact that everything is paid for by hardworking South Africans. But what is it that South Africans can say that, thank God, this is what we have actually got from having the members of parliament? What is it? I mean, like, these people are just there in Cape Town wasting money and wasting time. I don't know if it was today or yesterday. I actually saw a clip of the members of the MK party. These people, they are in parliament and they are fighting to have coffee inside the chambers. They are fighting to have the coffee inside the chambers. That red guy was holding a bottle of water like this to say that, is this the parliament water? Is this the parliament water? We want to bring in the Jameson whiskey. And I'm like, geez, man, is this what the South Africans are actually paying for? For these people to go to parliament to simply cause havoc and to go back into their lives and live a luxurious lives while South Africans are struggling. That's why I hate the idea of these people being in existence. I totally hate it. These spoiled brats are sent in Cape Town by political parties on a lie that they will go there and they will prioritize the issues that are facing South Africans. We understand that South Africans cannot put food on the table. We understand that South Africa as a country, it is riddled with crime. We understand that the infrastructure of this country needs an attention. We understand that the illegal immigration in this country is totally out of control. And we understand that we have electricity that is going off anytime. We, as the members of parliament, this is what we are going to focus on. People clap hands. Then these people, they get to parliament. And you start to listen to some of the conversations that these people are having. And they call it working. They call it working. You listen to the conversations that these people are having. And you think about all the problems that are facing this country. And these members of parliament are having conversations or debates about the things that are not going to change or improve the lives of the people of this country. And I hate that so much, man, because they do that every time. You have the EFF, man, jumping on the tables. Whenever they are given the chance, they are just jumping on the tables. And you have their supporters saying that, yeah, we are radical, show them. You have those ANC people, man, they are so complacent and they are so nonchalant. They don't give a damn about anything. They are just sleeping. And these people are getting the perks left, right, and center, and they are earning millions and millions of rands while South Africans are struggling. I'm sorry, guys. If there's any value that the members of parliament are adding in our lives, please tell me on the comment sections. Because right now, I am honestly struggling to see the value that these people are adding in our lives. Yesterday, I was listening to a conversation, and these people, they call it work. Out of all the issues that are facing South Africans today, these people are talking about Orania and Kleinfontein. This is what they are talking about. And they call it working. They are talking about Orania and Kleinfontein and how these areas should be abolished. As if having these places abolished, it is going to be beneficial to the lives of the people of this country who happen to be the majority of this country. I don't understand how issues like Orania and Kleinfontein can actually take a center stage when we have so many problems that are facing us today. I honestly don't. I honestly don't. I mean, like, this is sad, man. This is sad. And I think, man, ActionSA, as a political party that people actually had hope for, it is slowly turning into a gun for the ANC, the EFF, and the MK party. And it is quite sad to see. Because right now, we're going to see the chief whip of the ActionSA speaking about Orania and Kleinfontein and how these areas should not exist. I mean, like, okay, let's say tomorrow Orania and Kleinfontein are dissolved. They don't exist anymore. Black people can finally get their wish of living in Orania, maybe a clean place for once. How is that going to be beneficial to a majority of the people in this country? And why are these spoiled brats having these kind of conversations with all the problems that we are facing today? How is it possible? I saw Carl Nias, man. Carl Nias was so passionate there. Passionate. Virtual. Yeah, we cannot have these enclaves. These enclaves are promoting racism. They are promoting. How is this going to improve the lives of the people of this country? Are you guys telling us that with everything that is happening in this country, this is a topic that is on the center stage? Honestly. Man. I give up, man. I give up on these people, man. I totally give up on these people.
Thank you, Honorable House Chair and colleagues. Enclaves of apartheid are proof that HF Verwoerd is alive and well in post-apartheid South Africa. I stand today to crack the veneer of comfort, disrupt the silence of complicity, and call this country to conscience, to expose the rot in our democratic foundations, to declare without fear or favor that Orania and Kleinfontein are not cultural enclaves. They are.
And guys, if you think about how long have these places existed and the fact that these people are only making it an issue right now, I mean, like, what the hell are we doing? What the hell are we doing? And why is this issue taking a center stage in 2025 when these places have been in existence since the 90s? When you listen to these people speak about these places, it's almost as if these places were established last week and we cannot afford to have these places. They have been there since the 90s. They have been there since the 90s. And right now, it seems like these places are just political footballs for these political parties. The EFF, the MK party, ActionSA right now, they are just hanging on these issues. I don't know why these people actually think that average South Africans, they care about these places. They don't. They don't. Because if people simply reverse the logic of these people to say that, okay, you hate these enclaves that you say that they are apartheid enclaves where Afrikaners are living alone, and you hate the fact that the Afrikaners are living alone there. Can we just look at Ingwenyama Trust? Do you think that Ingwenyama Trust should be dissolved? And they will say, no. You cannot touch Ingwenyama Trust. No, you cannot touch it. You cannot touch it. And you're like, why do you guys think you can only apply force on the right? Because in mathematics we were taught what happens on the right must happen on the left. This is how you balance an equation. But when you listen to this, man, you would swear that these places were established yesterday. And this is what I'm saying, that why are these political parties grandstanding on the issues that are not going to be beneficial to South Africans? Whether they win or lose, they are not going to be beneficial.
Ideological fault lines, betrayal of our democratic promise dressed up as heritage. Let us not pretend otherwise. These places are not built to preserve culture, but to preserve exclusion. They are sanctuaries of apartheid nostalgia built on the bones of a brutal past, but camouflaged as self-determination. ActionSA unequivocally rejects this racial exceptionalism. The repeated dishonest misreading of Section 31 of our Constitution to justify these enclaves is not only wrong, but dangerous. That section protects cultural expression, not the construction of modern-day Bantustans for those who cannot let go of apartheid. They are calculated betrayals of our shared future. They threaten nation building, block social cohesion, and corrode democracy. Behind those fences, children are not only learning culture and religion, they are being taught to fear the other, to internalize superiority, and to live apart rather than together.
So where is the proof of that? Where is the proof of these things that she say? How do you know what those children are taught? How do you know what those children are taught? And you cannot tell the people what is their intention for their own place. Those are private properties. They are private properties. You can do what you want with the private property. I mean, guys, can you just imagine right now going to a gated communities where these politicians live and say that, no, I want to build an RDP next to Hemene Mashaba's house in St. These people, they are living in enclaves too. These politicians, the same politicians that are pretending to be angry about Orania, they are pretending to be angry about Kleinfontein, they are living in gated communities. You will never just walk in the streets of where these politicians live. You will never do that. You will never do that. There are gates, there are security guards at every entrance. And that is private property. There is nothing that we can do. There's nothing that we can do. But for some reason, they are saying, no, it is not okay for you to have it is not okay for you to have the security guards at your entrance. But it is okay for me to have a security entrance in where I live. How does it make any sense? How does it make any sense? Because if you guys want to say that, okay, there needs to be an inclusion, then go to Sentin, go to all of those gated communities and say that, guys, you need to open up these places so that we can live together. We want to live together. This thing of you guys only entering there and you guys being known by these security details, and when we try to look at the beautiful houses there where you guys live and these security details are telling us that we cannot enter these places, it is unfair and we want to live with you guys. Let all of us live together. Politicians are just hypocrites. They cannot practice what they preach. They do not practice what they preach. You will never enter the areas where the politicians live. You will never do that. Do you think that you can just drive past the house of politicians? Do you think that you can just drive and say that, this is where Nomvula Mgwenyane lives? As you want. No, you can't. You can't. You have to provide your IDs. You have to provide the person that you are going to. They will call that person to confirm, is Thomas Mabaso coming to your home? Yes. He's driving this and this car. Yeah, look at the number plates. The number plates are this and this and this. Yeah, you will confirm everything before you actually get into those gated communities. But they don't see anything wrong with that. No, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But there's everything wrong with the people there in Orania buying their property and doing as they want. There's something wrong with the people there in Kleinfontein buying their private property and doing as they please. And now we are subjected to this lady that has glasses that are as big as her head and telling us that these places should not exist. I mean, what have we done to deserve these kind of people? What have we as average South Africans actually done to deserve this kind of people? I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. Man, our ancestors have actually turned their backs on us. I don't want to lie. Our ancestors, they have turned their backs on us. I mean, like, there's absolutely no way, man. Absolutely no way. What have we done as South Africans, man, to pay these people millions and millions of rands to be on television and to have discussions about this kind of nonsense? What have we done?
But honorable members, this is not just about Orania and Kleinfontein. The same ideology thrives here in this house, in parties that pretend to be liberal or revolutionary while preaching division, inciting hate, and refusing to take responsibility for the fires they fan in our society. You cannot claim to love this country while setting it alight with reckless rhetoric.
I mean, like, this lady is speaking as if she's unaware of Herman Mashaba's Twitter page. If you want to see someone actually fanning the flames of hatred, just go to the social media pages of Herman Mashaba, and you will see everything that this lady is speaking about. She's speaking about, no, these political parties, they should not be allowed to fan the flames of hatred. But your leader is doing it. Your leader is doing it. What have we done, guys? Please tell me. What have we done? I don't know, man. I don't know. In parliament. You know, guys, when Donald Trump said that voting has consequences, man, like, he didn't lie. He didn't lie. The people get the government they deserve. The people get the government they deserve.
You cannot provoke chaos and still call yourself a true servant leader of the people. So how did we get here? Why does apartheid still have postal codes? Let us call a spade a spade. The ANC must take full responsibility. For 30 years, this government has spoken of transformation while building nothing. Instead of
And guys, don't allow ActionSA to make you think that they are pissed off with the ANC. Don't allow ActionSA to do that. The VAT issue, the Adamorero issue, it has actually shown us that the ActionSA, it is the puppet of the ANC. So don't allow ActionSA to make you think that they are pissed off with the ANC and what the ANC has actually done. These people are the puppets of the ANC. They are the puppets of the ANC. They can criticize the ANC right now. But when push comes to shove, the ANC says, ActionSA, come over, man. We need you to vote with us, because if you vote with us, it means that you vote against the DA. And ActionSA will forget about the people that actually voted for them. And they will do everything that the ANC wants. So it is not going to fly. Not this time around.
Dismantling apartheid's legacy, the ANC preserved it through corruption, patronage, and catastrophic governance. Their failure to deliver justice, dignity, and opportunity fertilized the ground for enclaves like Orania to rise. They failed to build an inclusive state so that others can justify building their own. While millions of Black and colored South Africans in particular remain trapped in poverty without water, jobs, electricity, or safety, the idolizers of Verwoerd flourish untouched and unbothered. Across the continent, young Africans are standing tall, like President Ibrahim Traore of Burkina Faso or the recently elected Duma Boko of Botswana, boldly reclaiming sovereignty and restoring national pride. And here we are, marveling at them while accepting mediocrity at home instead of prioritizing people over party within our democratic framework. Why are we in awe of what others are achieving when we too have the power, if only we dared to expect better, demand more, and build differently? If we are proud to be African and South Africans in particular, why do we tolerate fear, division, and hate? We cannot build a united South Africa while tolerating enclaves of racial exclusion. We cannot preach non-racialism while entertaining apartheid ideology. ActionSA rejects the cowardice of cultural excuses and the criminal misuse of our constitution. These communities are not harmless. They are breeding grounds for division and a slap in the face of every South African who believed in a future of inclusion. We believe in a real unified nation built on truth, justice, and shared prosperity. It is time to once and for all reject the comfort of lies and bury Verwoerd in memory, law, policy, and practice. I thank you, Honorable House Chair.
Man, Verwoerd died a long time ago, but you guys are still fighting Verwoerd. You are still fighting Verwoerd. I'm sure even if Rupert can die today, you guys are going to take 50 years fighting Rupert. Like, this is the kind of uselessness that I'm talking about. Look at the leadership. Like yes, I've actually said something important on national television. Useless. Absolutely useless. Absolutely useless. And this is the same thing that I've said about the EFF. I've said about the EFF. Absolutely useless. You are not going to gain the favor of the people by actually fighting these fights. You are not going to do that. So right now, just listen to ActionSA, the same ActionSA that is serving in Tshwane at the behest of the ANC. Is trying to convince the people of this country that the ANC is irresponsible and it is corrupt. But they forget that they defend the ANC at every single turn. But right now, just to grandstand, they are pretending like they are attacking the ANC. And somehow they expect average South Africans to say that, yes, now we have a political party that is going to hold the ANC accountable. Useless. Absolutely useless. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know, guys. What have we done? Honestly, I don't know what have we done to deserve these people. And I still don't know why our South Africans are paying so much for these people. Because they are not contributing to the lives of the people of this country. With everything that we are facing today, still talking about fair food. Who cares about fair food, man? Who cares? Who cares? You think, like, do you honestly think average South Africans on the ground, they are talking about unity? Do you think South Africans on the ground, they talk about unity? They don't care about unity. The people want jobs. The people cannot provide for their families. They cannot put the food on the table. The people are sick and tired. They are burying their family members that have been slaughtered in the streets of South Africa. Do you think these people, they care about the so-called social coalition, whatever that you call it, and this unity that you are talking about? They don't care about that. South Africans are facing more pressing issues. They are facing more pressing issues. But no. The fanatic of Ibrahim Traore telling us about Ibrahim Traore. Who cares? If you love Burkina Faso so much, then go to Burkina Faso. Go to Burkina Faso. Let's see if you can survive in Burkina Faso. Let's see if you can run your mouth in Burkina Faso and nothing will happen to you. Go to Burkina Faso. I mean, geez, what have we done? What have we done, man? What have we done? There's something, like, there has to be something that we have done to these people, man, to deserve this kind of nonsense that they are giving to us every day. There has to be something that we have done. God, what have we done? Guys, what have we done? Please tell me in the comment section, and don't forget to hit that like button. And the most important part, subscribe. My name is Thomas Mabaso. I will see you next time. Bye-bye. I mean, this is useless.